Hi, folks. Josh from Tough Call here on behalf of the Heavy Hockey Network, and I'm going to talk to you about the Alex Edler kneeing penalty on Connor McDavid. Look, it's not dirty. There's nothing malicious there. There's no intent to injure. There's nothing that Edler did specifically to target the knee. All he's guilty of is being a player that got caught flat footed against arguably history's best hockey player, the fastest, shiftiest player that ever played the game at the NHL level. And who can you fault for that? Okay, McDavid got the puck in the neutral zone. He was actually turning back towards his own net and then made a sudden shift back the other way. Edler was just stepping up into the space to close the gap like he's supposed to. He's one of the best defenders in the league, okay? And he knows what he's doing. He glided up. He got caught flat-footed when McDavid made that sudden turn. So he had two choices. He could either stand still and let McDavid blow by him, or he no choice but to keep going forward. That was really his only option. He glided forward. He braced himself for contact. He made a wide stance because he didn't know which way McDavid was going to go. So he's just setting himself up to be able to turn both ways. And McDavid made a quick shift to his left, and Edler kept going straight, didn't stick his leg out. All he did was rotate his body for shoulder contact. He tried to get his right shoulder out in front of the contact, but it was already too late because McDavid was so quick and because his base was already that wide, there's not much he could do. I think honestly, McDavid would have got away with that shift had he not been pushed in the back by the other LA Kings player who drove him forward into contact so he couldn't make that turn sharply enough. His knee was out in front too because of the way he was leaned. The legs were going to meet. If McDavid had been hunched over more forward, it would have been shoulder to shoulder contact. If Edler had exploded out and launched like we don't want to see, it would have been shoulder to shoulder contact. But he held his ground, he held his posture, he held his path of travel. The only thing he did was rotate his arm to the side to try and lean in for shoulder contact. What more would you do? That's what I'm going to ask you. If you think that was dirty, as a person, I heard all kinds of things about what you would do to Edler if you were on the ice, all these brave soldiers that would have gone right after him. Well, what would you have done if you were trying to defend a player like McDavid? You know, if you're in the NHL, you're playing against the best player in the world, you're trying to defend him. You tell me what you would have done differently than Edler did, besides let him go completely, which would have been the wrong choice. There's no intent there. That's just a guy that was caught flat-footed. He got caught by the shiftiest player in the world, and who can blame him for that? The NHL's Department of Player Safety isn't going to look at this any further, nor should they. And I think we all just need to accept that.